Hello class, I welcome you all to this session. This session we are going to learn about limitations of planning. What are the disadvantages of planning? Okay, we are going to talk in reality basis. Okay, so in reality, planning is unforeseen events and changes. What is this unforeseen events? You plan for what? You plan for future. Can you have control over future? Can you say that pakka this only will happen? No, obviously not. So unforeseen events and changes be like, suppose you have planned to produce more number of units, but there is a rise in cost. You said that there will be a selling price that will be fixed, but suddenly there is a rise in the cost of raw materials. There is some environmental changes, there is some government intervention. Suddenly government intervenes and says that you cannot carry on business. Say for example, the plastic ban that came, suddenly the government said that you have to stop the plastic, which is a good initiative, but not effectively implemented. So there is some legal regulations and requirements that needs to be complied. You cannot operate successfully as a business firm without a GST after implementing the GST law in India. So all these kind of a thing will make future very uncertain. Okay, so look into this diagram. Generally people will be like, if you want to be successful in life, you do this. People will say, no, you have to finish school correctly, then you have to finish your college correctly, then ultimately if you have done everything, you get a good job, you are successful in life. Wow, okay. But in reality, what happens? First you start here. School life itself one roller coaster. College life another roller coaster. If you enter into a professional degree, professional courses, another roller coaster only. Then marriage, ultimately there is one roller coaster. Obviously, then you attain some success in life. This is what happens, right? In reality, you will plan up for something. It will not be so easy like this, because you need to tackle a lot of unseen events that's coming and interacting with you, like this corona and things like that. No, to 2020 year itself is like one big clash from the general reality, right? We cannot function normally. We have to function in a different ways, tackle different problems daily. So it is, reality is totally different. Whatever you planned may be like this, but reality will be like this. So there are some limitations in planning. Ultimately, I am trying to say is, planning, what are the limitations? It leads to rigidity. What is rigidity? You have a specific goal. Within a specific time, you need to complete it. There is a rigidity here. You cannot escape from this time zone. You have to do it. People who are in sales, who have to achieve the target within a time frame, will completely understand this. Okay, so it's like a specific goal is given to you and a specific time period is given to you. Within that you need to attain it, no other goal. Okay, so plan may not be changed with the changing situation, lead to rigidity. Suppose for example, at this point of time, can anyone attain goals? Now we have not been used to it. There are some lot of technical difficulties that's going on all around the world and all around the thing, because the entire country, entire world is backed by the technology only, and people still struggle to find vaccines and things like that. So whatever you have planned may not be changed with the changing situation, leading to rigidity. Management, if say management says that you need to stick to your plans, what come or what may not come, we are not concerned about that. You have to finish your targets. So it's like that, means then it's very difficult to operate. So plan leads to rigidity. Next, planning reduces creativity. Now as I told you, planning, what is the steps of planning? First you identify the objective, then you try to actually fix up various alternative course of actions. Yes, you try to locate various alternative course of actions. From the alternative course of action, you need to choose one best course of action. Okay, and that best course of action should be implemented with the correct procedure. Then only you will be able to attain the output correctly. So it reduces creativity. Ultimately, there are no new ways of doing things. Management may say that we have already tried this, you need to attain, you need to follow this. It's like F.W. Taylor's principle of management, where he has given certain principles that you need to follow to implement. So there is no creativity. They say that if you follow this only, you will be more productive. Obviously, a creative person will be like, no, I don't want to produce more quantity, I want to give more quality. Then management will say like, no, we want quantity, so please get out. It's like that. So planning reduces the creativity. Usually plan is done mainly by top management. This is the reality. Even though we say that planning is done by all the three levels, but a major important plan that is fixed for the entire organization is done by the top management. Other people, middle, lower level management, just implement the plan that is being pronounced by the top management. Okay, so it kills their creativity. They are not being they are not close to, especially when the organization is too huge, when it is big, then creativity will be like a little hard, because if there is power as centralized power means the power is with the top management. There is no decentralization of power. Whatever you need to ask the top management. If the top management gives you permission, you can do it. There is no talk other way around. Top management says something, you have to do it. So it kills the creativity. So there is no room for innovation when you have a rigid plan. So planning limitation number 1, it is rigid. Number 2, it is reduces the creativity. Now planning is time consuming process. Obviously, those who have planned will exactly know, because you need to think a lot to prepare a effective plan, and it is damn time consuming. Okay, sometimes we used to think that without planning we will just carry on with the day-to-day work, we will be able to complete the task. But so you sit and plan, and there is a time consuming, and ultimately not much time for implementation is given. Okay, so less time for planning should be there, and more time for implementation should be given. But in planning, it's like more time consuming, which is a disadvantage to the planning. Okay, the fourth one is planning involves huge cost. See, planning involves huge cost. Suppose, for example, you have a board meeting. Okay, you call all the board of directors. Obviously, you need to have some professional experts with you. You need to pay them fees for the professional knowledge that they are going to share, and you need to conduct the meeting. There should be some agendas, and there should be followed by some refreshments and lunch, and some sort of mementos and things like that. So cost towards preliminary investigation is also there. See, before calling the big heads like board of directors and professional experts, the preliminary investigation, that is the background of the entire meeting, should be prepared. What is going to happen, everyone should be directing towards it. So obviously it involves cost. Okay, so suppose, for example, you are inviting 100 and 150 people to actually participate in the meeting, and it's like a conference. You have planned so much of things. You need to first have, it is costly, right? You cannot have 100 people assemble in one small area. You need some aerated space. You rent a hotel, or some sort of place where you can actually make accommodation for all these people, and this will the cost will go up. Suppose, for example, to find viability of the plan, all these cost is to be incurred. Suppose cost is more high, and ultimately after the plan and after the execution of the program only you'll analyze about the benefit. What if the benefit is low? You thought that the benefit will be high, you will come to a conclusion, or you'll draw some sort of findings, but ultimately it does not happen. Obviously there is no balance between the cost and benefit, so there is an ultimate limitation of planning. It involves huge cost. If suppose benefit is high, we have no problem. Suppose benefit is low, then obviously it is not, it's the limitation. Fifth one is planning does not guarantee success. Now this is very important. Some organizations plan really well, but in the execution part they will not give their 100%. So just because an organization plan, it cannot attain success. Its success is dependent on its implementation of plans. See, plan plus action only will give success. Without actions, you just plan, do whatever it is, you will not attain success. You have to put plan into action, then only success will be attained. Sometimes plan worked before, that is whatever plan that is being done before and it worked, it will not work again. Okay, it may not work again. Okay, so may not work effectively again. So there is a technical problem here. Planning does not guarantee success. Okay, the sixth point is planning may not work in a dynamic environment. Now, planning may not work in a dynamic environment. Organization has to organization has to constantly adapt. When you have too much of things going on in your mind, reading problem will happen, it seems. Okay, so organization has to constantly adapt itself to changes in business environment. What is this? Constantly, daily it has to adapt to the changing business environment by making changes in its plan. Okay, so future forecast is difficult. We know that future is very unpredictable. It's difficult to forecast exactly what will happen in the future. There may be some economic policy change, that is change in the tax rate, change in the bank rate, pronounced by the RBI, etc. There may be some political changes, there may be some natural calamities, there may be changes in the competition. So planning may not work in a dynamic environment. Dynamic means what? Ever changing environment. So this may not work in a organization. So organization should be like every time plan, they won't execute anything, then nothing will work out. So there should be some balance between the plan and action. Suppose you are not able to plan properly, you need to believe in the strength of certain people in the organization and you need to give them the work. Okay, you take care of it. So then only it will work in the dynamic kind of an environment. Okay, because nowadays environment is like very unpredictable and it cannot be predicted as easy as it was. No, it is very difficult. So these are all the limitations. So what and all the limitations that we have studied? Number one, planning reduces number one, planning is leading to rigidity. There is no freedom, there is no flexibility, you cannot be flexible. Then planning reduces creativity. Obviously. Then planning is time consuming process. It requires a lot of time to plan. So planning involves huge cost. Yes. And then you have planning does not guarantee success. Then planning may not work in a dynamic environment. Ever changing environment, it may not work sometime. So these are the limitations of planning. I'll see you in the next video class. Thank you.